all right, TikTok. There's like these people and they do like NFL draft type, but like it's random things like school materials, and they'll be like, all right, my number one is glue stick. All right, my number one is scissors. Or like they'll do fall. Like my number one would be football. Yours would be like I don't know flannels or pumpkins or the leaves changing color, whatever. Pumpkin spice.
Okay.
All right, presidential.
Uh.
Give
Okay.
me your
So
first pick.
let's say first pick. I don't know, cause you need like a good. Oh my God, I don't know. Quarter. Are we talking like
I'll go first.
quarterback?
I'll go first. I'll go first.
I.
Richard M. Nixon.
Yeah.
Incredible smuggler. Really good at lying. And overall, I mean, just I'd put him at like a 99 overall.
Huh. All right. All right. I'm gonna have to go with tough choice here. Right. Super tough. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with George Washington.
An oldie but a goldie. Always reliable.
His overall, see, I mean, really good commander, so he'd probably take charge super easily on the field,
Yeah,
right?
definitely a keen team captain type.
Yeah. People listen to him a lot. Take charge. Overall, a genuinely nice guy too. Sucky thing is he couldn't eat apples, so like he wouldn't be very strong. I
Yeah.
feel. I'd put him
Well,
at like a
he's more
90.
like the team captain, like the leader. Like I'd put him
Yeah,
more as
yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe like an assistant coach type. Like he just knows what he's doing. Like he's more like the coaching. I wouldn't put him at like the athlete, but like more the coach. You know?
Yeah. You know what? I agree with that. I agree with that. I'd put him at probably if he were to play, I'd put him at like a 98. Not a full, right? Because like he's not very athletic.
Yeah,
Because he's always on a horse. But like
true. But that horse can run.
facts.
Horse runs a 3.5. Well, for my number all over pick, I'm going with Donald Trump, also known as the People's Champ.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Go ahead.
wait, you got something to say about my pick?
No.
Do you not like the People's Champ?
Sounds intriguing. I'd love to hear it.
Really, all he talks about is walls. I imagine he'd be great for defense. He's also
He'd be
built
on
like a
that. He'd be on that O line and D line.
yeah. Well, I put more of an O line. I think he'd do good more at blocking and just he's overall just really intimidating, standing at a staggering 5'4", weighing over 250 pounds. I mean, he's a menace. There's nothing much to say.
I would have to say I need someone on the O line as well, right?
Hmm.
Same as you. I'd have to go. Ah, see, look, this is tough
See,
because there's so many presidents.
I feel like we both picked assistant coaches as our first picks. Like Nixon for me, he's just gonna be stealing and like recording other teams' practice sessions and just like really just cheating, like being the Watergate of NFL. And your guy's gonna be like super bold and a leader. And then I picked an offensive lineman.
All right, so I'll pick an O line, right?
All right. Well, you don't have to, you know.
My guy on the O line here, all right? He's seen war, all right? He's seen it. He's been on the forefront of it. He's been on the field. That's right. I'm picking. I'm picking my man Eisenhower, all right? Standing at an absolute legend of a 6'8". I don't know if that's real height. He will be towering over his probably like 250 pure muscle. Have you ever seen him
Oh
standing
yeah,
next to
yeah.
that Chinese guy?
Oh yeah.
That little Chinese man is quaking in his boots. He don't know the difference between a cat or dog in that picture. He sees food. Eisenhower scares the out of anyone that comes next to him. He's very intimidating. That's why I feel he'd be good O-line. You see him, you want to run away. You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to run to the quarterback. You want to run away from the quarterback.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like that's a good pick.
I think I'm going to need someone who just really gather the team, put the power of a nation behind them.
Oh yeah?
I'm getting Barack Obama. Now, he might be a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's quit running for quite some time now. He can't even run. But the amount of give him another term memes I've seen, I really think he might just have it back in. He's like the Tom Brady of presidents. He quit, but he might come back because he's that guy.
He's him. He's him.
He literally is. He's him.
Alright, you know what? You have yourself a good team, right? But really, football is all about defense, right? You want defense.
Yep.
You want that line separating, your quarterback and your other players, right?
That's an offensive line separating the quarterback.
I don't know football, but I can tell you right now, an O-line is pretty damn important, alright?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you already have Eisenhower on that line. But wait! There's a gap!
Mm-hmm.
And who other to fill that gap? Give me a second. Who other to fill that gap than Andrew frickin' Jackson, alright? This man was a ruthless murderer before his presidency. He murdered straight Indians. So don't let them go against, Cleveland or anything, because he will go on a rampage. But he murdered straight millions of Indians. Literally called them useless in his presidential speech. I mean, it was crazy. This man was the definition of give no Fs, because he gave no Fs. He's crazy. So yes, I feel like I'd want him protecting my so-and-so quarterback. I feel like that is a good pick. On to you.
Well, now I really this is gonna come down to so I need someone. I really think with the team I have, the only thing that we both have 3 more slots, but I think this team really of mine needs a running back, and
Okay.
who else to be my running back than Bill Clinton. The way he dodged cases, and he really just ran through everything. I think he would be a great running back for my team. That's why I've selected Bill Clinton as my 3rd pick.
Alright, so for my 4th spot, right? There's one thing I haven't chosen, right? I have three left, right? We need a quarterback, right? The main staple of a team, right? So, I look down the list, and I'm thinking, well, you have some guys here, you have some guys here, right? And they're all just plain Janes. Nobody's really standing out, taking a stand on the forefront for American history. But wait. Someone has done the unthinkable, right?
Yeah.
Nobody believed this was possible, but this man persevered, and he did it. Do you want to take a guess at who I'm talking about? He stands 7'5".
Mm-hmm.
He wears a top hat, which is the most ugliest hat in the world. This man is named... I can't say that. This man is named Abraham Lincoln. This man is going to be my quarterback. You know why?
Mm-hmm. No, I don't
He
know why.
carried millions of people on his back. Set free thousands and millions of slaves, which didn't need to be set free because actually our economy went
downhill really fast. So everybody else spiraled into an economic downhill slide after that. It was just really bad. Like, the United States had like 30 or 40 years or such where like our economic status went down. I think we were like number, how many countries in the world? I think we were like number 2 on the list of worst economic status for like 30 years. It was just bad. Anyway,
Abraham Lincoln really opened up the team, right? I feel like he'd be a great investment. Obviously, we paid him a lot, but at the end of the day, right, here's the only downside of him, right? At the end of the day, he'd just get shot in the back, right? I mean, he would let the team down. It'd be like, dude, he's right there. It's 4-1.
Are you picking
He's-
Abe Lincoln?
Yeah, he's 4-1. He's right at there. He's in the red zone, right? And he's right there. And then he screws the pass up, and he fumbles it, and the other team runs it all the way back for a touchdown. They lose the game.
All right.
I'm picking him, but I'd ultimately switch him out for another person right at that end time because he just gets shot in the back of the head. I mean, there's really no way to put it. It's a terrible catastrophe, really. So I'm picking him for my quarterback.
All right. For my 4th round draft pick, I'm going for the undrafted. Really, the man, men wanted to be him, women wanted him. I'm picking John F. Kennedy.
Oh, shit.
Now, I'm going to put him as a wide receiver. I mean, have you look at the man? He is an athletic specimen. The only issue I have with putting him at wide receiver is he's known to have quite the blind spot. But I think we can overlook that and manage to get this young man some serious runs and TDs of his rookie season as a wide receiver.
Yeah.
Some have even noted that the blind spot is so big that he might just have a hole in his head. Now, that's up for speculation. You can consult the athletic director and trainer over John F. Kennedy, but until then, I have drafted him as my 4th round draft pick.
You know what? For my 5th round, I feel like I'm going to need someone for that running back position.
Yeah.
Right. You know, I don't really have one of those, right? I have 2 O-lines, quarterback, and a good coach. Right?
Mhm.
As you do and need. But at the same time, you need someone to catch the ball, right? Abraham Lincoln, he's going to do it. Not always, right? But he's
Mhm.
going to try. But you need someone to, catch that pass that he's going to throw.
Yeah.
So I feel like we need someone pretty important here, right?
Yeah.
And someone that did a lot for the country at the time. I feel like this big boy, right?
Mhm.
Super athletic, right? I mean, he did a lot for the country. Super athletic. He hunted. He fished. He's a big countryman. Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah.
That's a good pick.
That is
I mean,
a good pick.
I don't know too much about him, but he seems like a big stick guy.
Oh,
right?
oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, he feel like he carries that stick a long ways, and he ran the country for more than like 8 years or so,
Yeah.
and in the end, he lived a very luxurious life in his cabin, and then he died. But
Yeah.
he carried the United States a long ways in the turn of the 19th century, I think, or 2000th century. So
Yeah.
yes, he'd be a shoulder to cry on, so to speak, and to carry that pass that Abe Lincoln would throw to him, and carry it to victory. If you do see what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So that is my 5th round draft pick.
Now, Nate, I have
Yes.
two amazing athletes that I'm looking at right now. And see,
Shit.
either one of them could do an amazing job at what I need them to do. But I really just want George W. Bush as my fullback
Oh god.
because he is really good at deception and making people think that he's done something.
Yeah.
And once people get onto him, he doesn't even have the ball. And my other running back, who's my other running back? I forgot who my running back is. Oh, no, it's my other running back, Bill Clinton. We've already ran. He will have, while the U.S. Armed Forces and Republic were thinking that George W. Bush had the football, my running back, Bill Clinton, would already have gone to Iraq and scored.
Oh my god. That was such a good pick. I cannot explain to you how good that was. You know what? I'm gonna start it off. Right? A little bit of a surprise round. We've done our 5 picks, right? But what are we missing? What makes a football team a football team?
Mm-hmm.
Special teams. Right? You need that special teams. You need that kicker, especially, on your team. Right?
Yeah.
Now, to be honest, they're really not that important. Right? They don't get looked at as many of the other players do. You know, you got your running backs, O-line, your quarterback especially, right? Those are the important guys. Nobody could
Yeah.
give a shit about the kicker. But he's there. He's just there, right? So for my kicker pick, he's only been in office for about a year or so. Some would say he's done a great job. Some would say he's about to die. I'm going to pick, controversial, by the way, I'm going to pick Mr. Joseph Biden.
Huh.
Now hear me out. Right. First thought, why the fuck would you pick him? He
I don't know
literally
why you
does
picked him.
nothing.
Yeah.
But see, my young student, this man has gone through it. That's just the thing with Joe Biden. You know, he really resembles the kicker of a team, right? I mean, you
Yeah.
never know what he's gonna do. You know, it's he's really complicated in the mind. Some would say he is losing his mind, actually. You know, and I have to tend to agree.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing that I like most about him, right? You never know. You know, with the kicker, they got trick plays. You know, you can either hit it, you know, onside kick, offside. You know, you got a delirious amount of stuff you can do with a kicker, right?
Yeah.
Joe Biden, you know, one morning you might wake up and he might just say, and another moment
Whoa.
he might,
Nate.
you know, wake up
Trying to get me canceled,
and
bro.
and you know, one day he might wake up and he's not alive anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you just never know with him. But that's the good spirit of football, right? You need that. And I feel like Joe Biden would be an essential part of my team as the kicker. And
Well, Nathan, I thank you, but I believe you passed up a serious all-star potential kicker. And I know that sounds funny to say all-star potential kicker, but if you would just hear me out for a second. My pick, it's not just an ordinary pick. I kind of have to set a picture in your mind.
okay.
Fourth quarter, there's about a minute and a half left in the game.
Mm-hmm.
All right? You guys have just scored, and you need one more touchdown to score.
Yes.
All right? Now, the only issue is because you've just scored, you will start on defense. You will start by kicking
Mm.
off, which is my kicker's job to kick the ball. Which means if I want any good options of scoring, I'm going to need a kicker who can perform an onside kick. That is why I am selecting Franklin Delano Roosevelt, who was in a wheelchair. Because he was in a wheelchair, he can't kick very far, which means he can jump out of the wheelchair and land onto the ball that he just kicked. Or if he falls out of the wheelchair and misses, one of my other kickoff members can grab the ball quickly because keep in mind it didn't go very far. He can't control his legs. He's more or less smacking the ball while holding his leg. That is why I've selected Franklin Delano Roosevelt as my kicker. Once again, any concerns for his health and safety may be left at the athletic director and assistant office. Thank you.
You know what? It's a good team you got there.
I think it's I'll see you in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you know what? It's safe to say I think we're gonna win, and I think we're gonna be the only two teams to really be out there trying our
I don't
hardest.
know. With the people's champ and the comeback kid, Donald Trump and Barack Obama, I really think I got this one sealed. Thank you guys for tuning into ESPN Presidential Draft. We'll see you in the Super Bowl.
And you know what's funny? There's
Hmm.
no women in this list.
Yeah, I mean, who needs a cheerleader?